Most of you are familiar with football or the term football. One is a contact sport in which you have to tackle the player who runs the ball, and if you're running the ball, you have to get the touchdown. The other sport is which there's 22 players on the field, and you have to kick the ball into the goal. Mexico relies on soccer big time in their culture. Today I'll explain the origin of soccer in Mexico, the importance of soccer in Mexico, and how soccer has evolved in Mexico. To begin, I will talk about the origin. It was introduced in 1902 by English miners. These English miners also created the sport in about 1890s. After a little time, Mexico created the first national team. They did this in 1923. This is the logo for the international team. 4 years later, the Mexican Federation was created. A year after that, in 1928, Mexico appeared in the Olympic Games that was hosted in Amsterdam. Although they were professional, they started off poorly, only winning one game in 5 World Cups. This lasted until 1970. They lacked proper training and the games were fixed. This is probably a reason they performed so poorly. Second, the importance of soccer to Mexico. According to Natasha Wimmer, a New York Times blogger, Mexico is considered a social blessing. Consider soccer a social blessing. You can find people playing soccer on the most remote areas in Mexico. People in Mexico take much pride in soccer. They sport their true colors, running around and watching games in mass numbers. They also like to play in stadiums and llanos. Here's the stadiums. And here's the llanos, or lanero, which is a vacant parking lot in which people turn it into a soccer field. Every Sunday, these people will meet up and they will get 22 people and they will play as people around the town gather and watch. Finally, the evolution of Mexico in soccer. Although Mexico experienced major unsuccessfulness on the early stages, things began to turn around in 1970. On this year, Mexico had hosted the World Cup and gotten to the quarterfinals. They were also granted permission to host the second World Cup in 1986. The organization began to rake in more money. They developed new soccer facilities and began new training. The team also leads the Confederation of North Central American Caribbean Association and the number of gold cups won. I hope I was able to provide good, interesting facts on the origin, the importance, and the evolution of soccer. And I hope now you'll be able to distinguish the difference between football and football.